New Start Juniors, Baxter Truchet it is in car number 34. His dad, Damon Truchet, has raced on our track here on many, many occasions. And Damon was in the clubhouse last night when we were presenting some awards to the Formula 500s and the Super Modifieds. On his outside is young Jake Fisher. On the next row back, car 101 is... I've just got to get the program now to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Dylan Reese. I know most of these drivers. We had 13 last night. We lost David Hoff tonight. On the outside of Dylan Reese there is young Colby Bosley from Manjimup Speedway. Had the pleasure of being down there last week. Fantastic work. Car number 25, is it 95? 25.
95, Lara
95.
Edwards.
She's missing out of the program. Must have come in a little bit too late for the program. Lara Edwards. Car number 8 is Thomas Host. However, young Levi Crow is the one who we're missing out on. That car came from Esperance, and it's going to cost him 35,000 empty cans and bottles to pay for it. How's that get you? 35,000 empty cans and bottles will pay for the car. He's got a mean granddad. But anyway... Lara Edwards back there in 95, and on the outside Jake Lehman, and on the back row there is car number 88 Hudson Galagos for Kirk's Transport. Hudson, only a brand new driver, hasn't been racing for very long. They've got a great track to run on, often racing down the front straightaway. Well, Jake Fisher, he won a couple of feature races in the Ivex Industries Sedan Championships, but he hasn't fired a shot in this particular feature race. He's going back through the field. He's got some issues with the car, but Baxter Truchet has absolutely bolted. He's opened up a 30-metre lead already as he comes into the front straightaway. Baxter Truchet, the race leader, back in second place now. We'll have a look at car number 101 there of Dylan Reese. Behind Dylan Reese comes car number 5, and that is the young fella Jesse Hammond. And Jesse Hammond actually won a feature race here on our opening night this season. We've got a yellow light, we've got a car gone around. But go back to Jesse Hammond. Now the green lights are back on. I'm not sure what's going on here. I thought the yellows came on, but the greens are on. So Baxter Truchet leads them down the back straightaway. Dylan Reese is back in second. Now Jake Fisher's found the problem. He's got the car up. He's up into third place. He leaves Jesse Hammond back in fourth. Colby Bosley's the next car through. Then we have Levi Crow. Back then to Lara Edwards. And in fact, there's not Lara Edwards coming into the front straightaway. Car number 10 is Mitch Binning. His first drive here at the Make Smoking History Collie Speedway. Lara Edwards is there in car number 95. We go back to Jake Lehman in car number 70 as Damon Truchet, Baxter Truchet back into the front straight. Dylan Reese is in second in car 101, and Jake Fisher putting in an absolute sterling effort. And I do need to tell you a little bit more about the car number 5 of Jesse Hammond. He won a feature race here on our opening night in his second season of racing. Absolutely amazing effort by him, but we just haven't seen him go quite as fast since. Baxter Truchet now up behind Lara Edwards as they go into the back straightaway, and he gets down underneath now, gets into the front of Lara Edwards. We go back a fair way then to Dylan Reese. He's back up the track about 100 metres behind Baxter Truchet, and still, we've got Jake Fisher out of turn 4 now and into the front straightaway. Jake Fisher in car number 12 is going very well, and this is his very first season of Speedway racing. Colby Bosley and car number 5 there, Jesse Hammond having a bit of a battle royal. Jesse Hammond it is, moves up into 4th place. Colby Bosley's back to 5th. Then we've got the Mitch Binning there in car number 10. Levi Crow's back there in 17 as he goes down the back straightaway. But gee whiz, the race leader now is just coming into the back straight. That is Baxter Truchet. 12 laps is the journey on this one. And we've got Baxter Truchet way out on his Pat Malone now, down the front straightaway. Back in second place, Dylan Reese, the full length of the straight behind him there, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. Truchet walking away with this one. Our first feature race of the night. Our junior sedan New Stars. It's all Truchet out in front at the moment. Dylan Reese sitting in second place. Jake Fisher, a little bit of a question mark over what was going on in the engine compartment of car number 12, but he's found the loud pedal and is currently holding down the final seat of the podium. It's an almighty car park as they race into turn number 3 for the minor placings between Hammond, Kobe Bosley and Mitch Binning as they go down and put Watson Gallagher's one lap down. But your race leaders have absolutely gapped it. They are full straight length away, I should say, from the rest of them as Truchet. I feel very, very sorry for our lap scorers next door. We have to try and keep up with this one. Of course, we're not running electronic timing on the cars here this weekend. But it's all Truchet out in front from Dylan Reese and Jake Fisher, your top 3. Hammond trying to pick his way through the traffic with Kobe Bosley and Mitch Binning in hot pursuit as Truchet is just lapping cars for fun at this point, as well. Fisher all out of shape in car number 12 to position number 3, and he's brought the car to a halt, and the yellows are gonna have to come on. He was in no man's land. Unfortunately, he's just overcooked it, and we have ourselves a stoppage in the New Star feature.
Well, I think he stalled the engine there too, Josh, and if he hadn't stalled the engine, he might have been able to get it going again.
Still to come at the Make Smoking History Collie Speedways. We're set for a restart as they come out of turn number 4. Baxter Truchet will lead them to the green flag once again. Single file Witch's Hat restart, and Dylan Reese not letting him jump away in the 101 machine, so they're going to be line astern going into turn number 1. First to jump out of line is that of Jesse Hammond to try and negotiate the lap traffic of Jake Lehman and Lara Edwards. So race into turn number 3. The top 2 check her out from the rest of the field. Keep an eye for car number 12 of Jake Fisher to crawl his way back through the pack. So race through turn number 3. Still Truchet out in front from Reese. Then we go back to Hammond, the next car on the lead lap as they come across the line. Hammond to the outside of Lara Edwards. Thomas Hoist in that too. So too is Bosley. Well, let's face it, half the field is in that battle pack at the moment. So race down the back straight into turn number 3. But the checkered flag is out. I was so busy paying attention to the battle packs, I was completely lost track of the laps. Baxter Truchet's won it from Dylan Reese and Jesse Hammond. And I have to just double check with the scores. I do apologise. I was too busy trying to call who was racing where. I could not pay any attention to the laps.
Yeah, it'll be Dylan Reese in for second there, Josh, and Jesse Hammond in for third. We're going to educate Josh a little bit on some of the rules we used to race under here. And when he's gets back from where he is, he's just getting confirmation of the actual positions. But I'm sure we're right, as we'll see Baxter Truchet. Hopefully he will come and pick up the checkered flag and take it for a lap around the track. Fairly standard procedure these days when it comes to winning a major feature race. And that was the Collie Championships for KJB Fabrication. Great supporters of junior sedan racing on speedway tracks around the southwest, but also great supporters of racing the juniors here at the Collie Speedway. And we do thank Kyle Beard from KJB Fabrication. And Kyle was a junior driver for a long time here in not in Collie but Bunbury, the southwest, and raced in what we called the brick back then. It was the little Mini, number 57, and he's still got the Mini, would you believe? Now, Josh, we'll go back to the 70s, mate. We didn't have the catch fence then. We had the timber wall, no catch fence. If there was a crash, if the car come to a stop up against the wall, we wouldn't bring on any yellow lights because I don't think we had yellow lights because we had flagmen. But the driver would actually get out of the car and jump up onto the actual wall above the car. That's what happened back in the 70s.
We really have